Yules is kind of useless this game, in my opinion. Like, you're not going to win many fights from burst right now on T1. It's all about the sustained damage through the dispersion, through the sunray, supernova, I guess, magnetized, ember spirit. You know, you're able to get some pickoffs maybe with Cuckoo and Carl, but I don't know. Like, is it just a Greaves game? Maybe gives you that little bit of extra survivability, I guess. But well, Cuckoo, he doesn't care. You know, playoffs, not playoffs. Let's just try something a little bit out of the ordinary.
Yeah,
I feel like he needs to be perfect with his positioning in lane, though, because depending on how on point Afu is with his little backstabs that he might be trying to do, if he gets that Orb of Venom hit onto her, if he goes the Ignite level 1, obviously Lifestealer able to catch up, you could just die, feed a lot of gold, put Lifestealer closer towards level 2. It's looking rough potentially for T1, but
Afu still has a skill point. It's going to now pick it up in the Fire Blast and in your dream. There we go. There's that first blood coming through 5 minutes into the game. As soon as they're able to get the bounties across the map as well, they might actually get all 4 here from Team Dog. So that's going to be nice for them.
And Carl's Flame Guard ticking the entire time. He should be dead. He's going to try turning around and stunning him up.
Actually? He might be able to, and he does. The big old swipe from the bad boy Roshan stops Radiant from being able to find their first kill of the game. Unfortunate.
That's the thing. They just made their first one now at the 7-minute mark, which...
Cuckoo in trouble up top here. They dodge out that LSA with the rage from In Your Dream, and they just slowly chase him down. This positioning from the Lina has to be so on point, and we see just a bit too far pushed up without the help of, you know, Zephyr there, and now down bot as well. Whitemon has to dive away. Ice. Not going to try and commit the ultimate to dive underneath the tower. Everyone's kind of dealt the split away, but yeah, they found Afu. Cuckoo doesn't even need the ultimate, it looks like, with the last right click brings him down, but Dire...
They're running from
Lifestealer. They want revenge, though. They're going to be careful because In Your Dream's showing up. As we see, unfortunately, you know, pretty much just slithering away. Or they're going to look to turn, though. Jackie coming forward. They get the Laguna Blade, and Cuckoo, well, at least will be able to find a kill before he dies. In Your Dream, though, is still very content with fighting, but they do have the Ember back up, so Carl showing forward. Got 2 remnants. They're posturing on the high gun. Ice going back in. Finds it with that swashbuckle. But now has he stepped the mark though. Carl going forward. They do have Arbed back up in the mid lane. They're well aware of this, but he's not really coming over. So looks like that's going to be all she wrote there.
Hey, he will.
Yeah, I mean, you can roll away, but Ice... He's got his own form of a roll here, finds one stun. It's at least on top of the lane, so there's no real way Ice can bounce back and forth, but, well, he'll just do it the old-fashioned way with the right clicks, even with the help of Polo coming over as well. So, you know, they've got the wave shoved in, 2 points up in the Edict. We'll have to pop the glyph, but we're going to see Team Dog start to put some pressure on top of the tier 1 down bot.
Should melt relatively easily. I wonder if he's going to...
He's in trouble as well. Arbed's going to be able to catch him out with the boat combination. Runs into the torrent. Even the Lifestealer showing up there. So that's 4 kills for the Lifestealer, even though Arbed's claiming that one. He's 1-1-1 at the moment, potentially. But bot actually might not have an opportunity here, as they're going to try and roll forward. Silence up top of 2. Leshrac ultra dead. Looks like just a sacrificial lamb, hoping that Ice can run away, but he's still holding his ground. Without the rotations, Ice will have the rolling thunder, but he's going to be careful because the chains is so incredibly strong against the Pango, and yeah, he's going to fall. Actually not disengaging, and he's going to cost him his life as well there, down bot.
Into the ancient area, he's silenced.
LSA, Laguna Blade, they're dumping everything on him. Can they get the Infest off? No, Afu. He ran back in just a little bit too late, and now Afu's in trouble though. Dire, they're coming over Ice in this choke point, the Rolling Thunder. Gonna try and put his attention on top of the Earth Spirit. He might need some extra help here because he's completely utilizing all that ultimate, but meanwhile Carl on top of the eastern side deals with that Ogre. So both supports dropping. Ice does get the kill and make it away though, but the big one is the Lifestealer. He just picked up that Midas. That's a first death of the game here for In Your Dream.
I mean, maybe it's the sort of thing that he wants to do to force Carl into going something a little bit more defensive, like the Yule Scepter or an earlier BKB that he might like. As Zephyr goes down, Edict is maxed out. They're going to take out this tier 1 tower.
Well, there we go. He's got the Orchid. Might reveal it now on Carl. He's going to be careful. They're going to follow up with the Rolling Thunder as well. If they can get the first stun after the Orchid, can they chain lock him down though? That's the question. Bounty back. Perfectly timed from CIS to get the stun, but Carl is out of there on top of the high ground here. Meanwhile, behind that tier 1 tower, they drop the Supernova. In your dreams, trying to come over. Won't be able to deal with it, so the egg's going to end up getting popped. But Whitemon's in very, very big trouble here. He gets a dive. No stuns at the moment here for Team Dog, but that's a
no one dies.
Yeah, wow.
Which is nice.
The river, Afu. Not just a roll. Still that Sunray just going to shred him down. 3 points up in at the Spirit Vessel as well, but CIS is going to disrupt the fight. Now, you're going to be careful because the Earth Spirit controlled will pay the price here, so it's a 1-for-1. And Ice is just... He's playing this Pango so aggressive up in the face of tier 1. They're really lacking the control, even though Searing Chains is one of the better ways to deal with him. And Carl, they're going to try and drop the combo. Do they have the damage to go through him afterwards, though? It doesn't look like they do. Gonna have another round of the X up in 3 seconds, but Carl's actually out of remnants, which is the big factor there. It costs him its life, so dominating spree for Arbed. Very nicely done there. Here come Dire. They want to give them no opportunity to be able to find any farm. The quick silence prevents the Supernova from the Phoenix. Now CIS is going to try and roll in forward. Carl on top of the backline. They drop the egg, but can they deal with it? In your dream, instantly pops the rage, going to run it down, and they're able to do so successfully now with the Magnetize, burning them slowly. They get the bonus help from the Infest, but now with this run buff as well, they're just not going through the Dire Heroes. They'll force a buyback. Carl's still going to work as well. Finally, actually, that run buff comes through. It wasn't yet at the start of the fight, but they're going to be careful because Arbed, that Sunray, just burning him through, is trying to disengage here, but Jackie, hot pursuit, they get the chains. Now Conker's going to end up falling, and Ice. He's going to have the swashbuckle up in a couple of seconds, but can they continue chasing though? Remnant available. Carl, does he have the chains? He does. Cancels the TP, the tip as well. An incredible fight for Team 1. They do have to force a couple of buybacks there though, but they do come out ahead in the net worth. It was actually on the Phoenix to buy back.
Speaking of the Phoenix, a lot of damage being able to be dished out there by Whitemon. 1600 just from that Sunray. It's going to have huge impact against the way that Arbed's been building this. You know, he's obviously gone into the braces. You've got some good strength gain. And going into the BKB next. So that'll be where you start to drop off a little bit. But who's getting caught out again?
Whitemon. So he's just trying to get a ward. Polo lands a stun. They got Arfu running over too. And man, this Veil that we've been seeing on Ogre, it does a stupid amount of damage with Ignite.
Against a Spectre Phoenix lineup, aggression is exactly what you need. Arfu might be dropping down though, gets the Veil off.
Silenced up though with a rolling thunder. They're kiting the fight on top of the back line. No one's died just yet, but Arfu and Zephyr's gonna pay the price, but now they want more. Orchid out, Ember. He's got the Sunray to be able to protect him. Can they chain lock him down with the boat flying through? Nice slide! Just in the nick of time.
Supernova.
A perfect Supernova as well. Jack is in the middle, straight on top of Polo. The LSA doesn't land. They're trying to kite this Arbed infested up. He's got the bonus help, but Cole is gonna commit forward. He's gonna be careful here. Have you gone too far? Pop back out once again in your dream.
That Sunray is so good.
No, the Sunray just melting through Arbed, and CIS Rage just in the nick of time is going to attempt the TP. I don't think they got the damage to go through, but it looks like CIS is going to be the next objective. They'll chase him down. Swashbuckle on the higher ground. They got that vision. Haunts even flying at the latest stage in the fight here. Jackie, he wants Polo, finds the target. Now CIS will pay the price as well. It's a double for your Spectre. And another fight where T1 come out on head.
Ooh. Yeah, this is what I was expecting coming into tonight. You know, 19 minutes, 33 kills. It's what we love to see with DOTA.
Radiant are scanning.
He's got to find someone.
Well, they don't have the Haunt just yet, but Radiant, they're kind of in the area. Sunray, let's see if it's going to be enough fuel to keep Zephyr alive. In your dream with the fresh Deso will shred down that support. You see the damage that Sunray does. Like, this is such a key target here. You have to deal with the Phoenix. Whitemon, you know, that Supernova, yes, you've got the Live Stealer and kind of the Ogre to buff that up, but if you place on the high ground, well, in your dream's not going to be able to contest it. And now Radiant, well, you can buy back on the Earth Spirit if you want to contest it. You've got all your ultimates as well. Ogre might just fall to start. That Fire Spirit and the Spirit Vessel. Jack is going to claim up the back as well with the Laguna Blade. In your dream is incredibly weak here, but they get the stun on top of the Ember. Carl's going to be careful for the Supernova in the middle of the fire. The LSA just controlling Arbed. He's got the Life Stealer infested up, but the egg's going to pop. They find the stunned Life Stealer melted down as well as T1 They find such an incredible team fight, transitioning that into a Roshan claim for them. Whitemon is doing too much work on this Phoenix, and they're not done. The rest of the two heroes diving underneath the base. Zephyr and Carl will find a fourth target here. That full protection of the Rage, although Polo is very far pushed out. T1's just going to be able to get a nice little quick pick off in the river and maybe find more as well. Zephyr straight on top. Ice. He just gets the roll on the edge. Sans still on cooldown though, but it looks like with the chain locked down, Cuckoo's going to be able to get in range. And now Ice is the secondary hero to get picked off. Cuckoo double for him.
Really nice team play coming through there from T1. Taking advantage of the fact that Eodream TP'd all the way back to bait.
Running a bit far away from the team, although without having Polo in range, they won't be able to chain lock him down. Although they do see a couple of heroes top. Carl's going to show, and with that global potential of the Horn as well, Jackie straight on top of Polo's son. There's nothing they can do to stop the Spectre as he's hunting the backline, and now wants Arbit as well.
There's
the bash is showing up massive there as he finds a hit, a second as well. And now Carl's not done because the Aghanim's looking to go aggressively. He doesn't give a damn. They won't have the damage to go through the Fire Blast shields, just in case. That Rolling Thunder potential. They didn't have vision of Ice, but the Aegis did just tick out. You know, there's not a lot to utilize here as mid, though. They're going to try and go on Zephyr. He's got a couple heroes in the backline for Sunray. Meanwhile, Carl just instantly on top of the back, trying to disrupt this. They get the Fire Blast with the follow-up. Ice. Not going to be there in time. Can they find the connection afterwards as well? Beautiful Supernova is going to force Dire back, so they're not really able to utilize it, but it's more of a zoning ultimate as Zephyr is going to go forward here. Arbit pops the BKB in the nick of time. He's got the ultimate as well. No one's died just yet, but now with the Infest straight on the back, Jackie is going to be careful, but he doesn't even damn look how tanky he is. The boat's going to come through, but meanwhile, the Sunray's just shredding them down, and Carl, he doesn't have to worry about Sans. Is there once again, but the Ursept is going to provide the space, and T1, they're just diving the base. Frothman Dogs here, they don't give a damn about Dire. Team Dog are in trouble, rolling once again. Chains on two, and T1 shred him down, just a lifesteal, but it doesn't matter. Jackie, bash, finds him down. LSA timing, look at him go to work. T1, don't lose anyone, and that's it. They take game one off the back of a sweep. They're in that fight. The execution from T1 throughout the later stages in these fights were just so goddamn on point.
Oh, I don't want to be called biased, but Whitemon, you're a very, very good player. That was insane. The Sunrays, everything just being given in onto the Spectre. Zephyr again, just no fear, just rolling into 4 people and just having the backup there from Cuckoo, perfectly calculating the range there on the Guardian Greaves, giving the extra armor as well just from the aura. He's able to get away. It's just fearless. It's good teamwork, and I'm really enjoying how well Jackie has seamlessly, it feels like, just integrated into, well, what is effectively the old Geek Fam roster, but no Raven plus Jackie.